Hello and welcome to episode 4 of Untold Stories Kaldruin. Last time out, the group successfully defended the Kaldruin Auditorium from a group of bandits looking to make some quick cash on the assembled fans through various means of incredible violence, insults via magic, and wielding tables. They successfully managed to essentially get most of the money and everything staying with the people who owned it. And more importantly, they managed to knock out the leader of the bandits, who currently lays sprawled out unconscious, with Balrick gripping Ximori's long-nailed hand to prevent them from finishing the job. And we'll pick up right there, I think.
Alright, you can chill out now. Let's back off. It's under control.
Okay, yeah. Well, under control.
You have a breather. I'll take this guy to the side, and when he wakes up, we can ask him questions. Right?
Yeah, okay. I'm keeping his club. That's mine now.
You're what? What?
I'm keeping his club. It's mine now.
Alright, that's fine. Would you mind? I tell you what you can do. My bow and staff are in storage. I would really like them with me. Would you mind grabbing them? Grab everyone's equipment for them.
Yeah, sure.
You'll be able to carry all that stuff, won't you? So.
Yeah. I'll just make my way over to the nearest table, grab the nearest.
Yeah. Completely ignore what I've said. I will fireman lift the captain over my shoulder.
Yep.
And take him to a long table and just slam him down on the table.
While he's doing that, can I go around and start pulling the crossbow bolts out of the tables and stuff where they've been fired?
Sure.
Cool.
Roll a d10.
3.
Yeah, you get 3 solid crossbow bolts. A lot of the others are kind of broken or snapped or were used as daggers and therefore are not really fit for purpose anymore.
Can I keep some of the bits as well?
Yeah.
Because I can mend them later.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you grab another enough for another 3 that you can.
I think I still have at least 1 in my shoulder. So.
Cool.
I think I might have.
I'm gonna stick my pull out. Yeah, Leslie's gonna pull Aderyn out from under the table and lift her up like a lady.
Sorry, Sarah interrupted you on just the line. Leslie's gonna pull.
He's gonna pull Aderyn.
Leslie's just gonna
I'd say the age gap is weird, but it's the other way than you think. No, it's not. She's a half elf, not full elf. We're fine.
I think
Also, Lesley is covered in beer and blood.
Leslie's very unhappy right now, but I feel like together they're gonna check on other people. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
We're gonna be very chivalrous right now.
There are a number of people here. A number have since just run. Even after the bandits have gone, they're just panic and managed to undo the
They
bars.
just
and
see
everything.
God. Fair enough.
But there are a number who are just sitting around. Some who are just pounding back some whatever alcohol is left on the table, just trying to deal with it, and kind of appreciate some help.
Is Ambrain still on the stage, looking fiendishly good?
You look over at the stage and they're gone.
ditched.
I lost.
Can I tie the captain to the table with some rope?
Kinky, but yes.
So proper run. So he can't move, because he's not unconscious, but I don't want him waking up and then go crazy.
Yep.
And I'm going to go help clear up the mess, the gold and the beer barrel and stuff, and help them sort out their section.
Yeah, you see Song Wen, the tavern keeper of Inn Number 2, kind of trying to organise their bar area, start helping them out. Oh, well. Sort of useful, aren't you?
We try.
Huh.
You get all your stuff back. You still missing some?
Yeah, I think I lost a couple of barrels here and there, but I'll take it, considering.
Right. No worries. No worries. Excellent.
I don't know if it was luck or the dragoness shining down on us, but glad to have you around.
I'm glad to be around. Any idea who these guys are?
I've heard some of the guards talking about the Black Claw Bandits.
Black Claw.
Yeah, I think they mentioned that they had been kind of harrying like some wagons on the road for the last couple of weeks, but hey, this is a bit bold if you ask me. Mind you, they probably would have got away with it if it wasn't for 5 of you willing to smack him about.
I'm gonna count over. Oh yeah, he's 5. Yeah, it's Aderyn won't do no. So yeah, 5. Yeah. Hopefully that'll set him back a bit, and we won't see any activity from for a while.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
with him over there, I don't think they're going to be wanting to frequent town anytime soon.
Yeah. Really. Anything you need from me, or I'll go help the other guys. They're a mess as well.
No, I think I'm okay. Thank you.
Right. Thank you.
At that point, entering in from the now open main doors, are half a dozen or so are scale guard. The kind of the guards of the Jade Empire towns, wearing kind of bronze scale mail. Kind of looks like dragon armor, but just made out of easy to reproduce bronze. Most with a spear of some kind and a sword at their hips. They start coming in and immediately start assessing what's going on. You see one in particular, taller than the rest, by probably a good 3-4 inches, with their armor appears much more well maintained than the rest, shall we say. Kind of start directing a few around, and they start splitting off to essentially go and talk to witnesses to find out what happened. Very quick, like that person then approaches Songwen, who then kind of points in like your group's general direction, kind of points the various ones of you out. And this taller guard kind of approaches you, Balrick. He goes, Evening. I'm Captain Turn. I've been told you were at the centre of this?
I mean, I was mostly on the outskirts. There's dealing with stragglers. There's a lot of the other guys were dealing with our main lot.
Well, if you don't mind, I'd love to talk to you all about exactly what happened here. You're now face to face with this tall, and it's a human woman who's still about a foot shorter than you, but tall for a human. Her helmet's off, but her hair is very close shaved, kind of like it's like buzz cut. And you're up this close with your perception. Like, her armor is old, like it bears a lot of like chinks and dents, and there's elements of oxidation kind of turning it that blue-green colour at points, but it is also very well maintained. This is a person who takes pride in there.
Please, because the name.
What's this in? Yeah, so they've asked. What did they just ask?
I'd love to. I could do with talking to you all. Is all.
Like, would you like us talk to us all at once, all the same time?
It'd save time.
Alright, who was Peacock, Lesley. Ximori and the rest. Ximori, who's the rest? It was Tauri and Togrim. I'm sorry, I don't know that. Well, I've only met them like yesterday, so.
No, like a couple of hours ago.
Oh, a couple of hours ago, so
Well, it's
5 that were involved in it.
fortuitous that
Yeah.
you did meet for everyone here.
Shot them all over.
Balrick, is there something in my back? I've got a crossbow bolt sticking out my shoulder still.
Alright. Excuse
Can't
me,
reach it.
Captain. I'll hold Ximori down and rip it out.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Ximori? Alright.
Yeah, that's better.
Alright, gather all the others. Lesley, Tauri, Togrim.
Gonna shuffle on over.
I'm gonna point.
I'm not calling you.
Do you want me to come?
Well, did you do anything? Were you involved? I didn't see you fight.
No, well, no, but I mean,
You can come and help interview if you want, but you weren't fighting, so I
no,
was like,
I was, but I was still there. I was just enter the table.
Come on
Okay.
over. Might as well get all of the points of view.
yeah, they're pretty low points of view though.
Okay. Let's start from the top, shall we? What exactly happened?
Quick aside, would Aderyn have told Lesley that the like orb was her?
No,
Not at time, I don't even think.
Well, we've had a few minutes of like wandering around, but no, she went, okay, cool, interesting.
I'm not a storyteller. Tauri, you're a bard. That's your profession, isn't it? You tell him.
I mean, a little bit, but it's more of the songs than the telling of the story. I mean, the fact of the matter was, there was a performance, everyone was enjoying themselves, and this group of assholes decided they wanted to try and rob everyone.
Well, that doesn't exactly put my guards in good light, does it? Has anyone seen Biller and Kala, who were meant to be on duty on the auditorium tonight? A couple of shakes of the head from the various guards. Well, someone find them and actually ask what the hell went on.
Do I remember seeing them at any point?
You remember seeing 2 Scale Guard essentially doing a patrol around the auditorium as you were queuing up? They were kind of walking together, lightly chatting, essentially. They weren't the Dragonborn who were on the door. Those were actual employees of the auditorium.
Yeah.
So, I mean, based on the bodies lying around, I'm certain that most of them are your doing, if nothing else.
I think there's only 3 or 4 bodies, isn't there?
I don't think even that many.
Was this all of them, or...
Or no, if you got away, we made sure that they didn't take stuff with them. I got rid of them. Most of the stolen goods got given back, but
Their leader's tied to that table.
yeah, I captured the leader.
Yeah, I'd noticed that...
we Ximori captured the leader, tied him.
Well, that's helpful. At least that's someone we can take away and ask some questions to.
I don't know how long it'll take to wake up because
I'll ask
Training
questions. That makes sense.
yes, Prince Ximori bashed him pretty hard in the head, so
Well, if anything, that probably helps. We can get them in a proper jail cell. No offence to your rope work or anything. Before they wake up. Although he does look incredibly heavy, so that's probably going to take a couple of us.
I didn't notice that heavy. No, it's alright. Probably only about 90 kilos or something.
Nah, it's pretty heavy to regular people, Balrick.
Small folk. My bad.
Don't see many Goliaths around here. Where? In fact, all of you, a couple of you look a little strange. Don't mind me asking, who exactly are you?
well, we just met them today, but me and Lesley here, we are passing through. We're traveling.
Same,
We
fabulous.
wanted to see the well, I don't know about you. You don't look like you're very cultured, Balrick, no offense. But we wanted to see the performances. I'm a bit knowledgeable, and me and Lesley here were had a bet going. It's strange, really, because the other performances and the other nights, nothing happened. But then I guess this is the big performance of. So the bandits must have known about it. So that's my contribution.
Maybe they knew that the daughter of famous rock star would be here as well. Maybe they knew there'd be some good things to take.
I don't think they mentioned that at all, though, did they?
There's a daughter of a famous rock star here.
Balrick, I
Are you
mentioned this,
serious?
like, at least 4 times.
Do you know who she is?
This is why
No,
I say you're
I'm
uncultured.
literally not from here. I'm not local.
Yeah, she's a Aderyn.
Anyway, that's why I was very quick and I hid just in case they were after me. I don't know. I don't think they saw me though. I was very quick with the under the table.
Anyway, I think we're going off track. We're mostly just travellers. We just happened that it's a coincidence. Good luck, really. Fortune.
Travellers with bravery and apparent skill with weaponry.
Roads are dangerous nowadays.
Awful coincidence.
Is
But
it?
then again, who am I to complain
Just here for a
when
nice night out.
you are covered in blood?
Oh, yeah. I got a bit violent. I have anger issues.
Noted.
My doctor says
You might want to clean yourself up.
Yeah, is there a dry cleaners in town?
Lesley, do you mind if I just wipe my face on some of that? Because, I mean,
No!
it's put it on already.
No, this is this needs to be. It's dry clean only.
Yeah, so it'll be clean after I've...
No. This will stay. I need soda.
Talk to Ellen. The old washer lady may be able to help you out. She knows a fair few tricks. Always used by the guards to clean their uniforms. When they can be bothered to!
Thank you.
Start wiping my face on a table runner.
You are... Look, I hate to do this to those of you who honourably stepped up to help out where you could, but you have technically killed 4, 5 people. There's going to need to have to be an investigation as to everything involved. I'd appreciate if you would stay in town at least another day, or possibly longer.
Man.
At least until the situation is resolved. I'm certain that everything will be cleared relatively easily, considering the situation. But paperwork is paperwork, unfortunately.
I don't mind waiting with you,
What's-
Lesley. You
What's
should
paperwork?
clean your clothes.
Where
But our friend
exactly are you
Wolfie.
from?
They have to, like, write a lot of stuff down about, like, where you are and what you're doing.
Why? What?
It's
I'm
boring.
here. That's...
Look,
Yeah,
What's-
like other people that, like,
I'm,
are involved get to know.
I'm a rural man. I don't go with all these like city stuff.
well, you're now in as close to one as you can get outside of the actual cities. Unfortunately, this is how things work in civilized society.
Ugh.
Look,
It's a pain.
I'm certain you all have accommodations already organised, and as it is a potential annoyance, I understand. I'm sure something can be worked out if you are forced to stay beyond tonight.
That's fair.
Really?
That's fair.
Sounds fair.
At this point, one of the other scale guards walks up and kind of just whispers into her ear. She just listens in and goes, she kind of casts a side glance over a handful of you. A couple of witness reports mentioned magics in use. Clearly, some of you are not exactly au fait with the laws of this empire, but they should have been explained to you upon entry. Are you aware of such things happening during the fight?
Yes. Mainly
Yeah.
because it was I.
You...
I already have the paperwork out.
Do you mind?
Oh, I thought that was gone.
How
Was
we
that where
take,
the light went weird at one point?
how we take, don't say I noticed no magic. Unless, yeah, I noticed some lighting issues maybe, but lighting it.
I just thought somebody tried to set something on fire.
Lesley, you okay?
You didn't see the face of God. It spoke to me. It spoke.
I'm sorry, it did what?
The light.
I was facing the door. I was like holding up
Okay.
the door.
Can someone
What?
please fully explain exactly what happened? You seem to have...
That was you. Tauri. That's amazing.
Lesley, was it?
Lesley.
What
her name.
exactly did you see and experience?
I saw a big ball of light, and I thought I was gonna be burned for my sins, but then it spoke to me and told me to keep fighting the good fight. I've never felt more calm in my life. But if that was all, I don't repent anymore. I'm gonna go back to my old ways. If that wasn't the voice of the Lord.
So, ignoring the part where Lesley has been drinking quite heavily and has been smacked over the head, it was an illusion.
Mm-hmm.
I made a giant ball of flame that made it look like a bit like an eye and had it pointed directly at the captain. Made him think that maybe some holy judgment had arrived.
Well, certainly bold approach to take, but sometimes situations deem for it, including as is on this writ.
And her name's still like sparkling in the background, right?
Yep.
No,
That's a
Rosa.
wonderful freeze face for Gethin.
I know.
I don't even care anymore. I mean, this writ does cover uses of emergency, and I can't really disagree with that. However, you might... This is dated fairly recently. You might want to consider just exactly the environments and people that you use such things in. Lesser reasonable folk are bound to react poorly and have some questions of their own. So, you know, you may be dealing with that from the locals for a little bit. This far deep into Imperial Heartland, not many take kindly to magics, especially up close.
Yeah, but they've got like the paperwork though, so
I've seen the paperwork, but there was probably 50 or 60 people in here this evening who have
They
not seen it.
should have been aware, as I used it as part of my performance earlier.
Look, I'm going to be honest with you. The individual person, smart, reasonable, can be talked to.
Yes.
The collective group, people as a whole, easily panicked, suspicious, and are going to have questions about the odd strangers in their town who don't necessarily belong here.
It's
So-
good that we're just passing through them.
Yes, you might want to keep a low profile until this whole situation is resolved.
Would appreciate you making it fast then.
I will certainly do my best. I don't want it to linger any longer than it has to, especially since, as far as I'm concerned, the situation has been resolved. But I'm sure the mayor will have other say on
So,
it.
well, you can have a word with him then. Like,
Oh.
I can't imagine it's going to be easier for you if there's chaos.
Certainly. But, you know, the hierarchy and everything, messages get passed up the line and nobles talk, so they'll probably want a full explanation as to exactly what happened. We are gathering it, and assuming the rest of my guard are capable of gathering that information, I'm sure it'll be over and you'll be on your way before the next week starts.
How many
Hopefully
got
soon.
away? How many got away? I wasn't paying attention.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you haven't got a week.
There were that many?
That's a shame. Well, probably a good thing, I guess, overall.
Well, I got to say, it's the most stressful performance I have attended. If I had paid for my ticket, I would be asking for a refund.
Yeah, you do well, Togrim. That little spanner of yours.
I got one hit. I did get cut though.
Ooh,
Well,
that's not good.
does someone have a bandage?
I've got a little bit of medicinal experience.
I'll leave you to it. If I have any further questions, where can I find you?
In number 2.
Okay. Have a good evening. Hopefully you're able to calm down after all of this. And she gets up and leaves and talks to some of the other guards.
I'm incredibly calm.
I mean,
I'm
she
very
doesn't
calm.
like her subordinates, does she?
I mean, they weren't here, so, like, I get it.
Very incompetent if the bandits got through the guards.
Yeah. She was just
There
constantly.
were only 2 guards, though.
Tell you, I am not
Two
rating
guards.
this place.
How
Above.
many bandits were there?
12?
I don't know, I
That's a
killed
lot.
3, I think it was.
Yeah, around a dozen.
2 and then nearly killed 1.
Tauri is just going to sit down, find some signs of spirit of some kind, and just pull out the crossbow bolt that's still in her, and then just douse it with some vodka.
You want me to take a look at that? I've got a little bit of medicinal experience.
Hopefully I'll be okay after a good night's sleep. Didn't penetrate too deeply. Togrim, I thought I saw you looking for some bolts. Here, throws it over.
Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah, Balrick, have you got the one that you got out my shoulder?
I just threw it on the floor.
Alright, I'll go get it, don't worry. And I'll walk off to try and find the ones that were in me.
I think I have one in me somewhere. Oh, there we go. Oh,
Thank you, thank you.
I don't think do I?
I'm gonna
No, I never got hit. No, I
Oh
got
shit!
clean them off by like
Yeah.
dunking them in some drinks or something that people have left.
Leslie
I
has
come
one on
back.
his shoulder as
I
well.
come back with 3 and I accidentally drink one of the drinks that Togrim's been cleaning them in. That's off.
those pubs. The pubs are offering as a reward for saving all their stock.
At least some drinks. Come
I'm not gonna go ask, but like, you know, come on.
Ah, Leslie's gonna go ask.
Yeah, you approach Song, who's like starting to like load stuff up onto a small like cart, like wheelbarrow-sized cart with what left that she's got. Don't go asking for anything more free for the next day or so, at least, okay? And she takes one barrel that's still intact and just like, and like the barrel is basically the size of her. She is a halfling, and just like she's still a bar worker, so she's got a fair amount of strength, and just like puts it on the ground.
Ah, Sog, you're an angel.
Be quiet when you come in.
No promises, but thank you.
Yeah,
I'm a very
Song
considerate
walks off.
person.
Sorry, what was that?
I'm a very considerate person.
I'll take your word for it. I still don't really know you.
I know that I'm very considerate.
Sure. Staring at the like dried blood
The blood caked around my mouth.
and on your teeth. And... Aderyn.
I'm gonna fill 2 tankards from the barrel, and I'm gonna take one to Tauri and sit next to her, and I'm just gonna pass it to her. It's a good thing that you managed to scare them away, you said?
Tauri.
Yeah?
You're being talked to by Aderyn.
Sorry, Karis has just got back with Bella. I apologise.
Okay, dogs are
Please
distracted.
repeat.
I'm walking over to you with, I'm handing you a tankard of drink. I'm sitting next to you, and I'm just saying, it's a good thing you managed to scare them away, the bandits.
Oh, it wasn't me.
But you said it was.
I know. But I could see nobody else pulling the strings, and yet I was the only one who I knew for certain had accreditation.
Well, then I'm sure whoever it was is grateful for you doing that. But hey, let's drink. That was stressful. I don't do well in conflict. Just gonna drink. Quietly.
Tauri will have a sip and then kind of at the beer, but drink it.
Gonna come down and sit heavily at the same table. That was an interesting evening of music.
You've got a lot of blood on your face.
Oh,
No,
Lesley will hand you like a frilly little handkerchief.
thanks.
I think weirdly it complements your eye color. You know, the blood really brings the color out.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
I don't really think his eyes need to pop anymore. He already has crazy eyes.
Yeah,
Are
but
you wearing goggles?
They, if you don't
Hey,
mind.
sorry, my apologies. Aren't they wearing goggles?
No, I've got like little glasses, but I mean, we're going to be inside and it's night time, so I figured wasn't really much point. So I left them back at the tavern.
you have to make the most of your, prominent features. So, you should consider like little bit of a red eyeliner, just like more crazy. It's good. People like it.
Yeah, okay, I'll give that a try tomorrow, I guess. I think I've got some stashed away. I'll have a look.
Is it dried blood by any chance?
Is it just blood?
No. I've got stuff. It's not just blood.
It's fresh blood.
This is an unusual occurrence, I'm just saying. I'm not usually this covered in blood.
I'm gonna say I've been travelling with them for like a week and a bit, and I've not seen them covered in blood about 3 or 4 times.
They seem pretty violent to me, but
Jess, we haven't had opportunities to be properly violent.
I mean, I said before, if something's in the way, I'll get rid of it.
You did well. You need to control yourself a bit.
Yeah. They were trying to hurt people. One of them nearly hurt Togrim. One of them did hurt Togrim.
Togrim at this point is just like downing a pint of beer,
It's not that big.
He did well.
trying to get as
He did
drunk as
well.
possible for his tiny frame.
Down in the
I should have
corner.
seen him swinging that.
Seen out of the green pony.
Should have seen him there swinging that spanner. Took one of them out of the knees.
Oh, well done, little man.
Yeah.
Very
Thank
nice.
Yeah, not throwing him to the wolves just yet.
They
I
can
would-
try to walk there of you yet,
Be
so.
glad if you didn't.
Oh,
You are
I'll
very
briefly punch Togrim on the arm, but my hand is still covered in blood.
You're not injured, are you,
Ah.
Togrim? You're not injured, are you, Togrim?
Just a little bit. I'm okay.
You're right, alright.
tough. If we did throw you to the wolves, I bet you'd come back leading them. I bet we'll see you leading a pack of wolves one day.
That would be terrifying.
Robot wolves, though. Robot wolves.
If I can make one, I can try and make another.
Alright, should we...
Can he?
should we-
Can he get in?
should we head in for the night then? Seems like it's been dealt with here.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired.
We could. Oh, sorry, my voice. We could take the barrel with us to the inn, I'm sure.
I should probably sew some of these holes up again.
And I should really get this kit off and get it to this. Leslie's gonna start removing his shirt, and get it cleaned as soon as possible.
I thought you'd be musclier, Lesley, but it's okay.
You're a skinny man, Lesley.
Oh my god, you're so white.
So pale and skinny.
I'm immediately saying no, he isn't. He's from the
He's not.
Mediterranean.
He's not white.
I'm mocking him.
I assume Lesley was also fighting well. I didn't see, but
Oh,
I mean, there's a lot of blood on you.
You know me. I did my bit.
It's almost as much blood on you as there is on me. So must have been doing something.
That was unfortunate angles.
Some of it is it's on your face.
Oh, ew.
Let's get back. We'll get cleaned up. Get some rooms in number 2. We'll be sorted.
Cool. You grab your gifted barrel.
Grab all our gear as well.
Yep. And head back to inn number 2. On your way out of the auditorium, 2 scale guard, helmeted as they are, kind of approach you. One just goes, Captain Polizzi asked us to just make sure you got back okay. So, if you don't mind, we'll be keeping watch on the tavern tonight. I think we're all going to be up all evening just in case.
Captain, dude.
Captain Polizzi, you were talking to her, I presume?
I remember the turn. I didn't remember the other bit.
Formal nature and everything, so sorry about this.
No,
Yeah.
it's nice to be escorted.
As long as you walk quick and you're fairly quiet, I don't mind.
Alright. They start walking you. They're not quiet. Scale L does clank a fair amount. But they do just take you the short walk back to inn number 2, and then they just kind of post up outside. They don't walk in with you or anything like that. They're just kind of your integral witnesses, shall we say. So they're just making sure that you have someone keeping an eye on you.
Bandits don't try and come back in the night.
Yeah.
So we can't flee.
You're back in number 2. Deathly quiet. People have heard about... People who weren't at the auditorium, which was a few, barely anyone anyway, have heard about what happened, and everyone's just kind of called the evening quits at this point. So the tavern area itself is open if you want to take it. You also have your rooms. Songwen's nowhere to be seen either.
Let's go and get some of the blood off me, and probably my clothes as well. I'll go do that first, as I mean, once it gets in, it's awkward to shift.
There is a water trough outside for horses that might serve your purpose. Baths usually need to be requested earlier, and there's no one around to take a request.
Yep. Well, I take my jacket and my shirt off, and I go out to the water trough.
The 2 like scale guard who are there just kind of see you do it and just like just turn away. Just
in the water for far too long. Just
Lesley is gonna follow them outside and observe what they're doing and the colour of the water once Ximori takes their face out of the bath and be like, my clothes will get dirtier if I go in there now. Just
have I still got blood on me?
You missed a spot.
Ow. shove it back underwater for like another like couple of minutes. Just now.
Yeah, I think it'll do. It'll do.
Right, thanks. Right, now the clothes.
Leslie's gonna stay.
So yeah, I take off my jacket and my shirt and I start washing them in the water trough. As well as I can, given I'll just pick up a stone and start just scrubbing away.
You get the loose stuff out. Some of it's deep set into the threads at this point. It'll come out with proper due care and attention.
I'll ask Balrick, he'll probably know what to do. He's pretty good with this sort of stuff, you know, Lesley. He's pretty practical, so he's useful to have around.
He doesn't look like the sort of man who'd know how to clean a silk properly.
Well, I mean, he repaired my jacket and my boots.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry, my son. If you've been told those are silk, you have been lied to.
Oh no, I don't think the guy said they were silk. I don't remember.
You definitely bought these. You didn't tear them off another man's body.
Nope.
No, I didn't tear them off. Nope.
Hold on.
Is someone on puppy duty?
Give me a second.
Yeah, Bryn's computer just froze.
Oh, sorry, my dude.
Oh no.
I've just rebooted it now. I'm currently on my phone.
Hey, we'll pause. It's fine.
I don't know how long. I've missed about 3 minutes worth trying to move my mouse and thinking that the sound had just gone.
Oh.
46 minutes. I've got various timestamps that I have to clear through on this. But...
That's so far away. Strawberries are
I restashed my almonds earlier this evening.
Ooh.
Oh, I ate all my peanuts earlier, so now I'm snackless. I had vanilla, cinnamon, and honey peanuts today.
Oh, so
I like
good.
everything about that except the peanuts.
I'm into it.
I didn't have cashews this week.
Would have been better if it's cashews.
Yeah, he usually has cashews, but he was a bit short on stock this time around.
And we're back. So yeah, Lesley is admiring the boulder-like chest of Ximori outside.
Yep. There is a tattoo around my neck that's basically like two snakes that are just biting each other.
Nice.
And yeah, the rest of it is just very large twisted muscle and a few holes from crossbow bolts.
Lesley will be offering advice as to where he needs to clean. Very unashamed. Where they need to clean, sorry.
Alright, so, well, your turn. It's warmish.
Ugh. I'm not so sure about that. I really don't think this water's gonna be. But then he's gonna feel the grime on him and be like, I've got silks. I've got some other silks upstairs. So he
You
will.
want to get the blood off at least, because that stuff smells by the morning.
Yeah, Leslie's gonna kind of too proudly for a man of his physique, strip off and dunk himself in the water to just scrub off the worst of it.
Gets the worst of it. Also doesn't smell great.
No, but thankfully, Lesley definitely has perfumed silks upstairs in the room.
But silk pajamas.
Yep. Okay. Lesley is gonna go back Streak, breathe it in to get his clothes again.
Streak makes it sound like he's running. There's
No,
got to
sorry,
be a
he's sauntering.
yeah.
Wait, entirely naked or just topless? That's Ximori currently.
You know what? He's been described as cocksure in the past. That's how he's walking.
The peacock is out.
Well, there's the episode name. It's a good thing we're not monetized, you know.
Yeah, Ximori will like come back in with Lesley, and, like hang my jacket and shirt by the fire to dry. So we still drinking?
A little bit.
Balrick, I've probably some food around if you're hungry.
Oh yeah, I'll have some food. What were you doing outside?
I was
Yeah,
getting the blood off.
In what?
There's the horse trough, add some water in it.
Oh, you know there's like berries and stuff you can just rub on it to like clear it off and it smells really nice afterwards.
I don't have any berries though, do I? Where am I
There's,
gonna get berries?
Like you get a bit of vinegar and some like oh what's it called? Some of them berries. Some red berries and you go I bet there's some around the outskirts of town. I'm sure I saw
I
some.
don't have vinegar either.
Oh, there's a bar. The bar
But
love vinegar.
Ulrich, are you saying that I didn't need to roll around in horse shit?
You rolled around in
They don't really shit in there.
Ugh.
so-
Oh, just
I
adds
feel like
to the-
I feel like it's shit adjacent, which makes it smell bad.
That just adds to the smell. They don't cancel. That's the type of smell that layers. They'll be smelling bloody horse poop for a while now.
Ulrich,
I mean, they got the blood
can
off.
you make me
They got
smell
the blood
nice,
off him.
please?
So like,
Please
There's
make me
no-
smell nice.
It's too late for you now, I'm afraid. You'll have to just bin them clothes.
No, to be fair, his clothes didn't go in.
Okay.
mine did though. They. Okay, can we go look for some berries in the morning then?
We'll find some berries. and
Go find some more shirts and like another jacket, and that'll be annoying because I like that jacket.
We'll sort it for you.
Thank you.
God,
Right.
man.
Alcohol.
What did you made here? I swear. Sewing clothes.
I mean, the boots are, you know, I like the boots. They're all fixed up now. Thanks for that.
I literally just like put a bit of leather on them and it was like done. Like, God, you need to learn how to take care of yourself.
I'm doing all right. I say as some beer leaks out of a hole currently in my ribs.
Oh, whoa, what?
How deep is the crossbow bolt gone?
What did you say?
Pretty deep.
What did you say? Did you say beer leaks out of a hole in your ribs?
Yep.
What?
Grievous wounds! Grievous wounds!
Roll 2d6. I'm joking.
Ximori coughs and one of the holes splutters.
I am hoping you're joking here.
Is this counting as a short rest by any chance?
I mean, we're building up for a long rest.
Yeah, you're heading to a long rest.
I mean, there still is absolutely like several crossbow bolts, like holes left in Ximori's torso.
Does Ximori need some patching up? Again, I keep offering. I've got a little bit of medical knowledge.
I'm doing really well. I'm fine.
I guess we're all going to have a sleep soon and we'll be fine and well rested after that.
Why do you know so many things about so many things?
The wild's a difficult place to be, you know.
Wild seems like a master course in life, honestly.
Yeah.
You should offer some sort of like package deals for people wanting to
Yeah,
learn.
I'd
You know?
count myself as an expert in like at least 2 things.
Well, you should open up like camps during the summer.
They're not a very good teacher or conversationalist, really.
Yes.
That.
Well,
He knows you all a bit now, you know, so he's like happier talking to you. But
aw.
like the week and a half I was with him, it was mostly either me or the goat. So
Oh, so you didn't. Well, if it took that long for him to talk to you, then it's only taken a day for him to talk to us.
I mean, I just sort of talked at him until he gave up and had to say something back.
I mean, I'm mostly talking with the Ximori here. Why are you butting in? I'm joking.
You
He's
are
very
a
good goat.
strange creature,
Look,
Balrick.
I've been literally on my own, solitary for years.
Okay, well, don't worry. If it's a date you're looking for, we will find you someone.
Balrick doesn't laugh at that. Balrick has a very serious look and goes, I don't appreciate that joke.
I'm standing behind him like,
Please do not joke about that again.
Okay, I will.
Thank you. appreciate that Ximori's trying to go over his shoulder, but he's more like under the armpit.
No one is like standing around him, like.
And with that comment, Balrick is now going to sit quietly in a corner and eat some food and drink some water, pretending it's alcohol, but it's not, because he doesn't drink.
I'll be fine by the morning, probably. But you know, a lot of socialing today, a lot of social stuff. Just needs a bit of time, you know. It'll be okay.
In a quiet moment, Lesley is gonna approach Aderyn. Hey sis, how's it going?
You really do smell really bad. That's the thing.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. You can borrow some of my soap. I have flower soap in my bag.
Why did nobody give me this soap earlier?
You didn't ask. You just kind of left.
Lesley went straight to Ximori, and it was the biggest mistake of his life.
Lesley will never follow them anywhere ever again.
Anyone else would have been fine. Aderyn,
literally.
So Tauri obviously is incredibly well off and has got all the stuff they need. I'm sure Togrim could have fixed up an item.
Like maybe some soap for oil, you know? What's that called? That horrible orange.
Togrim probably just uses the oil.
That would be worse, I think.
Oh, that what's called the sort of like tea tree stuff that's just like tar.
Yeah, just tar and grease.
Yeah, Togrim's hair wasn't always that colour, it's just bleach. Large chemicals.
But yeah, Leslie's gonna, really quietly, really quietly. We're going to, sneaky gossip mode.
Okay.
Was it Tauri who did that? Was it really?
I'm gonna hand Lesley another drink. And then I will open up the psychic channel so we can actually silent gossip.
This is how we always gossip!
This is canon, it's how we've been gossiping for the last few days. No, that was me from under the table. I panicked. I didn't know what else I could do. I didn't, it seemed quite bad out there, and I tried to be sneaky about it, but I don't know why she took ownership of that, but I mean, it's helping me out.
Good thing she did. Really good thing.
Do you think she knows that it was me?
I think she's a lovely lady. A lovely lady. I think she was just trying to look out for someone who could have got in trouble. But you should be careful. In another life, you would have been a master strategist on the Titanfall field. But in this life and in this area, you've got to be careful.
I know. I just I can't figure out her vibe, because she seems nice, but then she's so mysterious. I just we just got to be careful. But by the way, the soap that I said, it's not actually soap. I can just take the smell away.
We'll do that upstairs then.
Yeah.
That's amazing. It smells so bad. I'm so sorry.
But hey, you were good out there, Lesley.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
I don't want to admit I'm impressed, but a little bit. It was pretty cool.
Oh, you're so kind. Well, good game. And Leslie's gonna slap her on the back. Slightly too hard.
You okay, bro?
I will try to beat myself and missed.
Will it reintegrate into the room?
Ximori, now smelling equally bad as Lesley, just sort of throws an arm over Leslie's shoulder.
I will say Ximori's clothes are now getting a third smell, which is wood smoke attached to them, which is equally painful to get out.
But it is a nice smell.
How much beer was there, and how drunk can Togrim have been getting this whole time?
Constitution?
Fantastic question.
That was a barrel roughly twice the size of Togrim, so...
14.
It was a barrel about the size I mean, a halfling could functionally lift it. That's the size of the barrel we're talking about here.
She's strong.
She is
About a
decently
Togrim and
tanky.
a half. 1.5 Tog.
It can easily smack out Togrim. I mean, you can also have been getting rounds from the bar. Like, Songwen does eventually come back knowing that you are here to further drink.
A pint is like a third of his body weight in it.
He's only 20 pounds.
Pints.
He's 20 pounds.
No.
40 pounds, sorry. 40 pounds. 20 kilos.
I'm gonna say he is not 10 kilos.
No.
I'm absolutely
That
sure
is-
in Togrim
that
at some
is
point
like
in this campaign.
He's not only short, he's a twig.
10 kilos is like
Yeah, Togrim at this point, hammered.
Great.
Togrim is a medium-sized dog. That is the size that Togrim is.
That's
I'm
it.
absolutely throwing Togrim at some
He
point. in this
does look
campaign.
like a Jack Russell. He has
Two
Jack...
slightly overweight cats.
Like
Two very overweight cats.
Lara is way bigger than 20 kilos, isn't she?
Lara's
Lara's
40...
45.
At last we measured her, 47.
Togrim is half Lara.
Lara's 40.
Lara's 47 kilos.
Oh, she's huge. She's a monster. Anyway, off
She's a giant cuddly.
This is going to make my gym sessions very odd, knowing that I am basically lifting a Togrim.
Yeah.
Need character weights so we can start doing some gym sessions.
two 10-kilo dumbbells.
Is Togrim. Yeah.
Can everybody put their
Bicep
character
curling
weights
Togrim.
in the chat?
Togrim's a small child. I mean,
Very
he
small.
is, but- Oh my god. Okay.
We've become very
Togrim-
compelled by how tiny Togrim is.
I guess the big question now is, does everyone notice how drunk Togrim is getting?
Depends on how drunk we're getting.
I am sober.
Tauri is relatively sober. She hasn't really been drinking.
Yeah,
Just got a
but-
nat 20 on a constitution check for 26, so I'm stone cold sober.
No, you're drunk, you're just handling it well. Aderyn, Balrick, and Tauri would notice that Togrim is a lot of pints in for someone their size.
Togrim was going like pint to pint with me.
Yeah. He was attempting to keep up, yeah.
Is Togrim like a messy drunk or a?
Yeah, he doesn't get drunk often.
She's sad drunk.
Oh.
Probably pitiful because he's got a cut in his side, but mostly just in shock. So, yeah.
I'm gonna pat him on the head and go, "Hey, you doing okay, little guy?"
I'm great.
That doesn't. I think maybe that's enough drink for you. Yes.
Like, should I take him up to his room?
No, he's doing great, I say, handing him another pint.
Or you just slap him on the back then and just knock his... Because Andrew went like this, and then
Yeah.
like, I was like, oh, that's incredible. But yeah, should I take him up for this?
I don't say this often, but I do not think he needs another drink.
Yeah, I'll take it off. And
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. He just
I'll
tries
take
to
that
keep
drink
it, but
off.
there's no way he's fighting you.
Let the man drink.
It's a toddler trying to hold on to their sippy cup.
and I'll pick Togrim up with one hand. I'll take him to bed. Alright.
I mean, that seems quite demeaning.
Are you alright, Togrim? I'm gonna treat you like an... I'm gonna treat you like an animal.
Like a gorilla holding Tarzan.
Is this insulting? Is this demeaning?
He's about the size of a rugby ball to you.
Togrim. Hello, Togrim. What? Togrim, how you doing?
Togrim is
Really
he's way
frustrated.
too drunk to consider how funny this should be or how insulted he should be. He's just like, "Oi, I wanted my drink," trying to get his pint back as you drag him upstairs.
I mean, let's be honest, there's no dragging involved here.
True, yeah, it's just like,
Togrim weighs about as much as a bag of flour to...
Do I weigh anything to you? No, it's like holding a bunch of grapes.
What is a large carrying capacity? It's ridiculous, isn't it?
like 10 times your strength score?
Oh. I don't know. I
Which would
genuinely
be-
I don't have D&D Beyond up now.
Like, my other character whose like strength is 18, and like a Furbolg has got like half a ton in carrying capacity, so you've probably got pretty close.
It is a strength score.
Multiplied by 15, and then large multiplied by 2. So multiply
By 30.
brute score by 30.
What's your strength score?
14.
140.
420 pounds. 420 pounds.
420 pence.
So 200 kilos.
So, like,
A
10.
tenth.
That's two me's.
Like 0.4 of an imperial ton.
10 Togrims is what we're saying.
Oh yeah. I might just start juggling them, like in top rooms and juggling them.
Doing the baby toss.
200 kilos.
I don't even know how much all my stuff weighs, but it's nowhere near. Like I've got to be able to carry it, so it doesn't even make a dent in how much.
It's Togrim size stuff.
Oh.
Togrim, with everything that he is carrying, weighs about 21 kilos.
Yeah, something like that.
Which is about 2.5, 3 Bellas.
3 corgis in a trench
That
coat.
was squirmy as well.
3 corgis in a set of overalls. That's Togrim.
Or just 2 slightly chunky ones.
I think this drunk night needs to end.
We have become very sidetracked by how tiny Togrim is.
Togrim's going to bed,
Whether he wants it or not.
whether he wants it or not. Togrim is getting locked in his room.
Lesley will also head up to bed.
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
going.
Balrick might go straight for it. He's not going to go down to party again. He got someone pissed him off by reminding him of his history.
We're gonna have to find out about your history together.
So,
Time for a noise.
Lesley and Aderyn, they're in their room.
I like that we're sharing. Obviously, we're
Balrick-
sharing.
I'm assuming Balrick and Ximori got a room, and now Togrim's in there as well, in the cot.
To be fair, yeah, I don't actually know which one's Togrim's room, so he's just got him thrown in my room. I'm better sleeping on the floor anyway, so.
And then Tauri, just your own room.
Yeah.
Balrick struggles to sleep in my bed.
Does everyone just pass out, or does anyone have anything they wanted to do by themselves?
I spend, while waiting for Ximori to finish up and come up and stuff, I'm going to spend some time polishing all my staff and my sword and my bow. Say a little.
Spends a little time polishing his stuff.
I will prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
Lesley.
Just throw a bunch of vowels together, it works.
Prestidigitation. On Lesley.
3 drinks on. 3 drinks with Leslie.
I do
Tauri
as
goes
much
to
of this
knock-
barrel as I can.
So,
Harry goes and knocks on Leslie's door.
while magic is happening.
We're gonna obviously wait a minute before we open the door. Leslie's gonna open it like a creak, like a little bit, just like the eye. Hello.
I believe you owe me a knife.
My apologies, good lady. And he's gonna, like, with a lot of flourish, go to give her the knife and see that it is covered in blood. And then just, like, behind, like, sort of, pretend to wipe up something and, like, waggle it at Aderyn. And then, my lady.
Takes it back and sheathes it. Although Lesley probably would have noticed, having held on for it for so long, that it is not what you would normally assume is from the Jade Empire. The styling is a bit more dwarvish than one would have thought. A bit more angular rather than dragony.
Interesting. It was a very useful knife, and might I say, a very unique and beautiful one. Lesley does not know what's going on in the Jade Empire, to be honest. Would he be aware of, like, dwarvish stuff?
Yeah, I mean, you were in Tibera, which is, like, hub point of the entire Loringa.
Oh yeah, there's like a
Confederacy,
shit
so
ton of
you would have got all the stuff coming from Corin and would have seen a fair amount of dwarven produce.
Lesley won't comment anything else on it. Sleep well.
Right. And then she leaves.
You're gonna have to up your flirting if you want to chat with her. I'm just saying, Lesley. You really got to work on your pickup lines.
I think I need health insurance if I wanted to pick up her. She's a fiery one.
She's scary. Wait,
But
Lesley, go fetch Ximori's clothes. I am not spending the day with them tomorrow if they smell that bad. Tell them that if you bring them here, I will clean them with my... Okay.
Lesley will just like bang really loudly on the door, like no heed for any of the other guests at the inn. And
Ximori is still downstairs in the tavern.
I'll open the door.
Leslie's
Right,
gonna walk away as
Holding a sword, oiling a sword in hand, because I'm mid-oiling it. You right, Lesley?
quite an impressive sword you have there. Ximori here.
Ximori's still drinking, I think. That's yeah.
Well, have a good evening.
All right, Lesley, you too.
And,
I now have
There's-
2 campaigns with a walking innuendo.
I'm so sorry.
I opened it up for myself, and I said I'm oiling my sword. So
Yeah, exactly. It was honestly
You've
the
polished your
best thing.
staff, you've
like-
oiled your sword.
oiling my staff.
Times
Oiling
in one night, Balrick.
Walking around naked.
You know what they say about rangers? They got a lot of stamina.
I was going to say, actually, is Lesley wearing clothes? How
I
many?
think Leslie's just underwear by now.
I think Lesley has. I want to say Lesley has put on some like. I hope he's put on some like really flouncy pajamas. Yeah.
Leslie's shirt cocking it.
A nightgown. No, Leslie's got to be a
Like
nightgown.
Yeah, with a little
Leslie's
hat.
all ducking
Yeah,
it.
Leslie's a nightgown and night person. Come on.
So technically,
Like-
he is Donald ducking it, but it's like
Yeah.
it's not a short. It's not like
It's like a kilt.
it's still quite short actually. I think, but not that short.
It's good
Just
to know
enough
how little I need to prep these
Okay,
sessions
sorry.
now on.
Leslie's just gonna go down and like grab some more clothes from the fire. How like does Ximori look at all drunk?
Ximori is currently like sitting on a chair, like with their feet kicked up on the barrel, because they know they're not allowed to put their feet up on the like woodwork,
Well behaved.
Favorite.
and they are just sort of quietly singing a song to themselves in Elvish, and just sort of staring at the fire. They don't notice that Lesley has like come down.
Head is like in front of the fire with their clothes. Why would they? Lesley is like he's tipsy and he's sort of like gonna take them and not explain. Gonna explain tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't think Ximori's noticed. I do not have a high passive perception. Actually, it's 12. Okay. Ximori vaguely notices that like Leslie's there and just sort of takes their clothes. It's like, yeah,
You know?
yeah, good night. I should probably go to bed.
Yeah.
Um,
It's been a long day.
about 2 more drinks before I go anywhere.
Eventually, you do head up though to find Balrick, just kind of finishing up whatever he's doing, which is not so. I don't think it's something that you've seen him do before. It's usually something he keeps private.
Yeah.
I'm also too drunk, so I just
It might not have been popular scene, yeah.
I am too drunk to really notice, so I basically take like 2 steps in and fall bodily forward onto the bed.
I just hold out my hand to catch you very quickly before you fall on top of Togrim, and then move Togrim out of the way, and then let you drop. There's a moment where it's just like, Togrim's tiny, and there's going to be a big body. It's just like, oh no. Like there's a baby in the bed. Gotta make sure you don't roll over onto him.
Oh. Wow, that didn't take long for there to be a family adoption.
I just start like cuddling Togrim at one point, just 'cause he's there. Just-
I'll do the dad thing of like putting the blanket over you both. Pat you on their heads. and I'll lie down on the floor, jacket punched up.
Togrim is not getting anywhere now. It's just bang.
Yeah, the evening has rolled on, and it's now pretty late. The clouds have kind of rolled in to cover the near full moon, and kind of trap that heat that was from the day in. So it's not exactly a comfortable night, especially for the likes of Balrick from where you are so far north. The two Loringans in the party, it's more comfortable for you, if anything. You're kind of used to this humidity almost and heat hanging around. Balrick, as you're probably the last ones to drift off. There's a little bit of, like, from your angle, the window outside, you can see like the moon of Perios occasionally kind of coming through the clouds and catching the bronze scale of various scale guard patrolling the town. Yeah, so you kind of you drift off with the knowledge that the scale guard are kind of doing the patrol of town. Roll me a perception check. At disadvantage because you're kind of drifting off.
9 plus 5? 9 plus 5, 14.
You're kind of fading out, like it's been a long day, and you've got a number of wounds that are kind of dragging you into the darkness. You swear you hear Gobber just kind of bleat out before he's fall asleep.
Oh, stupid God! He mustn't have heard me. Alright.
Next morning comes. Those of you too drunk to have remembered to shut the blinds are blinded as the dawn light finally breaks through. But you're also woken by loud banging on your respective doors to your rooms early in the morning.
I'll shake both Togrim and...
You awake in there?
I'll shake both Togrim and Ximori awake. Come on, guys. Waking up. I'll go up and door.
Captain Polisi would like a word with you if you don't mind, so perhaps get dressed. Head downstairs.
Alright. Don't need to shout. Yeah, alright. Just downstairs.
Meet at the scale guard station as soon as you can.
Alright, no worries. Thank you very
No
much.
one see my shirt.
Wait, ignore them. We'll be there soon.
They're not guards that you recognise. They're not the two that were on station with you, or the captain. They then come over to Lesley and Aderyn's door. Come on, you better be up. It's late morning or you're too drunk. Captain Polisi would like a word with you all if you don't mind. Make it down to the Scale Guard station within the next half an hour. Thank you.
It's interrupting my nightmares. Make it stop.
We are not morning people here. This
How
is not a
early is
reasonable
this?
hour.
Not long after dawn.
Ew!
Balrick will get dressed and then go also bang on the doors, strike effects. Balrick is a morning person.
Tauri
You-
would have
you
woken
s-
up with dawn, and it just, again has tried to find would have already been out trying to find out if the innkeeper is back.
Yeah, Songwen came back. You saw them last night.
Are they awake?
They would have been down. They probably weren't up when you were up, but they weren't up that long after.
Tauri will go and find them and go, sorry to bother you. Is it possible for me to draw myself a bath?
I mean, we have one. I can send it up if you want.
That'd be fantastic. We've got to go and meet the captain in about 45 minutes, and I'd like to be a bit more presentable.
I would have said at that point you wouldn't have known you were being asked
No.
to meet the captain.
Fine.
No.
Then ignore that part. But
yeah.
Tauri still looks a bit bedraggled from last night.
Yeah, I can see you need it. So, I'll get it up. You probably need a relax. It'll be up soon enough.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll go around and knock on Aderyn and Leslie's door as well, just to make sure they're up.
You are just drawing yourself a bath, Tauri, as Captain Pelosi would like a word with you if you don't mind. Sooner the better, otherwise we're going to get impatient.
We'll be down soon. I'm in the middle of bathing.
Make it quick! And then you hear them walking off.
I'm wandering around, shirtless and hungover, and I'm just like, I've tried out the red eyeliner trick that Aderyn mentioned yesterday.
I will have noticed that Ximori came back without clothes. Yeah.
Sure.
But again, knocking on Aderyn and Leslie's. Right, you two up? We've been told to get up.
I think too, like, the sound of like one big boot and one slightly smaller, nicer boot hitting the door is what you'll be greeted with.
I will barge in there. Come on.
That's very rude.
Alright, you lazy twat, get up.
We need our beauty rest.
Lesley, I need to talk to you.
Okay.
Come at the door, I'll come in.
You go deal. I need to brush my hair.
Lesley will like pull himself out of bed and like go and answer the door, and he's just like, you can't see his eyes. They're just so like puffy. And he's like, ugh.
You two need to wake up, go downstairs, get yourself coffees and stuff. Other thing though, do you have Ximori's clothes? Because you were looking for them last night.
Yeah, we had a...
Smelled nice in your room.
No, we had a... There was a turn down service. Yeah,
A what?
turn down. So we had them cleaned. We had it cleaned
In
overnight.
the middle
Yeah.
of the night?
Yeah, well, that's what you get when you share a room with the rock star's daughter.
You can tell
I
him.
know.
I had nice soap. I've used it all up. There's none left for anyone else.
Alright, can I have his clothes?
They're just behind the door. Leslie's just gonna sort of like...
Alright, I'll go take these back to him. This is really impressive soap. I wouldn't think you'd have gotten them stains out.
It's very fancy soap. You should visit where I'm from. We have all sorts of
I'd
things.
love to see it. That's
I
very
told you, I've used it all up. There's none left for anyone else.
way better than the berries.
Roll
Like-
deception. Roll insights.
Aderyn announced themselves over my shirt.
Wait, I have really high deception.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, he did it.
Wow.
Oh,
That's 20.
There was no
he just
soap.
knows.
You don't
Oh,
know
he
anything
just
else,
knows she's
but
lying.
you know for a fact the soap is a lie.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, this stain was, there is nothing around here that could have got that stain out. Mm-hmm. Very nice soap, yeah. Interesting. Alright, see you downstairs. I'll give you 20 minutes. I don't look at a watch. I don't know why I looked at my watch then.
Got sundial
Based
on
on the
there.
position of the sun and the moon, I'm attuning myself to the ley lines to see what time it is.
Alright, I'll see you in a minute. See you in a couple of minutes. Get down quick. Wake up.
Usually.
And I'll go to Ximori and give. I really am embracing dadness here. I'm collecting clothes, make sure people are out of bed.
Come on, we're gonna be late to school!
I'm just there, like, in a mirror, just, like, desperately trying to, like, apply makeup. I'll be ready in a second!
Alright, Ximori. There's your. I've got. I'll go back and give Ximori their clothes.
Lesley will collect
what's
a breakfast
stupid
beer
with
for
this?
Ad.
What was that?
Do I look dumb with this, Togrim? I've put, like, red eyeliner under my eyes.
No. No, you look fine.
Okay. Hey, you wouldn't lie to me, right?
Of course not. No, of course not.
Roll persuasion or deception, your choice. Roll insight, Andrew. Don't tell us which, just...
Ooh. Yeah, no, that's not great. 12.
14. I'm just kidding. No. Fluff his hair up.
He audibly sighed. Aren't about to beat him up.
Real older brother energy right now.
I'm the messy older brother.
Took one evening for found family trope to happen. Good job! We done it, lads.
I'll enter in now, and Ximori, here's your clothes. Get dressed.
Oh, you cleaned them.
I didn't. Aderyn did with her facial soap.
Oh. Oh, that's nice. It worked.
Never seen a soap like it. It was very strange.
They are very fancy, I guess.
I thought you'd have to do the berries trick, but Togrim, how are you feeling?
Rough. Very rough.
Oh.
His Togrim's ritual of getting out of bed is just rubbing his greasy fingers through his hair and sort of spiking it up, and that's him good to go. He was fully dressed the whole time, so he just sort of gets out and gets off.
Togrim, you had a solid 2 pints. That was a lot.
Yeah, I don't drink normally because I don't wake up feeling good.
Fair enough. I respect that. Right.
The most impressive thing was the fact that he's big enough that he could fit 2 pints in him.
Such a large volume of liquid for such a small.
Sorry.
Really pressurized now.
He's gonna go and take the loudest piss you've ever heard now. It's gonna
There's
lift him
a
off the floor.
hole.
What we need to do is shake him up.
It's not carbonated.
It is now.
What do you know about gnome physiology?
I mean, also, it's pressurized. It's got so much.
Oh god, the concept of fizzy urine is horrible.
Like helium
never
let
had a
out of the
Barocca?
balloon.
Alright, did you hear what the guard said? You two.
Yeah, I'll be downstairs.
Loud banging, meeting someone.
Yeah, I've pulled Aderyn and Lesley to get down. Tauri seems like she's a capable person. She'll be there.
Leslie's already gone and got Aderyn her breakfast. Breakfast booze or breakfast smoothie?
Or both.
Well, it can be a boozy.
smoothie. A boozy smoothie.
A boothie.
Yeah.
Smoothie.
The
Yeah.
combination.
A
Yeah.
smoothie. A smoothie.
Smoothie. That's it. Patent it. Trademark it. It's ours now.
Because that's what you really want to do is blend the alcohol.
You know what? It just sounds like a cocktail. I'm bringing her a mimosa.
A pina colada's kind of a smoothie, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Off track. You've got your pina colada because that exists now.
Vintage pina coladas.
Darling, thank you. Let's go. Why is it always first thing in the morning with these people?
Gethin's writing down pina coladas are now canon.
Ooh, but that.
Your
Add
campaign
it to the
guide.
list of health insurance is also canon, but
What I want to know, because I ask this in every campaign I'm ever in, is are banks canon and do they have interest rates?
banks are canon. I'll get back to you on interest rates.
Can we get a mortgage? Are we able to invest? Can we play the stock market?
Like I say, there's no
Well,
stock
stop
market.
using the escapism of D&D.
The fact that there isn't a stock market is the problem with
Having a
interest as a
mortgage.
concept.
You can definitely get loans though, and there are definitely banks because Tauri has checks.
Yeah, there's. Yeah, you can get a mortgage.
How are you use a check?
Not personally, but she has business checks.
She has a checkbook.
She actually has a checkbook.
I was just wondering, can we get some compound interest going up in our money and stuff and can we invest? Can we use D&D to play them dreams of actually having a stable income and being able to invest?
Maybe.
I mean, we'd still be looking to like buy a house for like 6 people, 5 people.
So,
One of you will fit in a dog pen, so you know.
Anyway, sorry, we're getting very sidetracked, aren't we?
D&D.
This is
You eventually all meet downstairs. Tauri is... I was going to say Tauri's the latest of you, but then again, Lesley and Aderyn exist.
Takes
I
some time.
imagine Lesley and Aderyn are another hour.
Like, it takes time to be fabulous.
I've got to imagine every single one of us goes up and knocks on their door to try and get them out.
If anyone knocks on Tauri's door,
Balrick to come and knock on the door.
depending on when they knock on the door, will depend on how Tauri answers it. If anyone knocks,
Oh, I've said I'm assuming that Tauri is capable enough on her own. The rest of these losers that I don't trust.
Tauri arrives with about 5 minutes to spare before we actually have to head off, and then sits at the bar and asks for a mug of coffee.
I can whip something up. It's probably not going to be strong enough for you, but I don't know. Whatever.
Thank you.
Puts together. You eventually head out. Obviously, front doors of Inn Number 2 lead out into the main town square. Balrick and Ximori, coming out and with your experience of the caravan that Micah Imza that you were travelling on, you would have expected like the wagons to be loaded and nearly ready to head out by now, especially since they wanted to make Brecklin City before sunset today. But from what you can tell, like the wagons are waiting, but they're not fully loaded, and no one's looking like they're ready to leave or anything, which is odd. Additionally, Aderyn and Balrick, as you head out, and you, Aderyn and Lesley, you would know where the Scale Guard station is, having been here previously towards the north end of town. But to your right, as you exit, is the stables where the horses are kept, and Dobar is kept. It's interesting. There's a Scale Guard presence there, and no one's being let in.
That's weird.
Going on over there.
Being a goat's alright.
What? Go. I'm looking at the caravan. The caravan's still like not looking ready.
I mean, the stable's got like scale guards outside as well, though.
Yeah, something is going on over
Oh, it does. Oh yeah, let's check Govar. Govar's got to be all right. I'm gonna rush over and. Yeah.
As Balrick rushes over there, Ximori, the Micah, the dwarf wagon leader that you've been traveling with, like various rings in his beard and everything, kind of strolls over to you. He's like, "You got any idea what's going on here? I kind of wanted to be off by now. Fucking Scale Guard won't let us get our horses or anything."
I mean, there was like a attack at the theatre last night, so might be.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
there.
I've killed a few people. You know, bandits. You know, not like
Real people.
Yeah.
Well, good on you. I'm glad I had you. I'm glad I didn't need you, but I'm glad I had you. Well, we did.
Yeah, but I think there's some like, you know, investigation or something about it. Try and figure out, you know, what happened, why it
What the fuck have
happened.
we got to do with that, though? We're just travelling through heading to sea.
Like a few of them got out. Like we didn't kill all of them, so I don't know. They might have thought they're staying with you. I don't know. This is a guess.
Well, that's right. We're gonna be fucking late to Brecklin City and miss out on all the good pubs and still be filling paperwork out until fucking dawn break. Fucking hate this town.
Yeah. Well, go well if I don't see you before then.
Travel safe. He walks off. Balrick, you approach Scale Guard.
Oh, what's going on?
Just stay back. Scale Guard only. Thanks.
Goat's in there.
You're what?
My goat. Govar, my goat.
Hey. Larrick, is there a goat in there? Voice calls back. Goat? Oh, I can see. Mind you. Be hard to figure it out if there was.
What's happening there?
Roll me a perception check.
Oh, that's not good.
10 plus 5, 15.
15. You, like, with your height, can just, like, look over this guy into the stable. There are a few horses in here. A lot less than there were when you put Gobar in here. And with a 15, you can see and smell blood, excrement, the smell of offal, and the place looks like it was pretty wrecked.
What on earth happened here?
We're investigating, thank you. It's not exactly any of your concern. This is a Scale Guard issue, thank you very much.
I'm like a professional at this stuff. I'm a tracker, I'm a hunter, I know.
Well, perhaps then maybe take it up with the captain. Maybe she'll find a use for you. But right now, this place is off limits to civilians.
My goat was in there, and I've got valuables on that goat.
Look, anything that is here that it can be retained will be taken up to the Scale Guard station and can be claimed by its rightful owner up there. But right now, we are not letting anyone else into here. If you have any issues with that, take it up with the captain.
Storm off.
Fucking
Very tempted to not.
foreigners know the
Very
fucking
tempted to
rules.
not. I don't think anyone's going to hold me back.
Is everything okay, Balrick?
Something's happened in the stables. Someone's attacked a load of the animals. Some dead horses in there, and I don't know if Govar's part of it.
Would the bandits kill?
I don't know. I let them loose. We need to go see the captain because I need to get access to that. Them thickheads aren't going to know what's going on. I'll be able to have a look around and tell what's happened.
Okay, so we need to get access then.
Yeah. I need to get my stuff back. I can't have them handling my stuff. It's delicate.
Well, we're going to the captain anyway, so seems like the way to go. It'll be alright.
Balrick looks very nervous in this thing.
It'll be alright. He's been through tougher stuff than this, surely.
He's happy. He keeps fingering the ring around his neck.
Okay, let's go speak to the captain. We'll make it
Come on,
first.
big guy.
You quickly make it up to the Scale Guard station, and you are recognised as you reach up there, and are quickly shown through to Captain's office, where you find Captain Turn looking exhausted. Balrick, this is an appearance you've worn before of not having slept. And she just kind of looks up, puts down the quill that she was writing on. Now, I'm not one to throw suspicion around, but what the fuck has got into this town since you lot turned up? Sit down.
I won't sit down.
Did any of you hear anything last night?
No, went back to number 2, was drinking, went to bed.
We've seen that something has happened in the stable door, and Balrick here, his stuff is in there. He really needs access.
I might have heard my goats bleating in the night, but I just thought he's a bit of a loud twat, so
Okay.
I need access to them stables. I need to know what's going on.
This isn't news I've ever really had to break to someone. I don't think your goat is alive anymore. I'm sorry. I hope you weren't that attached.
I mean, I'm not too attached, but that goat lasted a couple of years. Actually, I thought he was going to survive. But what about the stuff? I need to look at because I had lots of. I'm a trader, and my livelihood was on his back.
We're gathering what we can, and it'll be brought back here soon enough. But seeing as you're invested in this, I might have a use for you. She casts a side glance at Ximori. Look, whatever happened in those stables absolutely was not those bandits. That was a feral assault on the poor animals within there. So I don't think it's the bandits' problem, but regardless, that is the thing on most people's minds, and I don't have the scale guard to divvy attention between these two elements. Hugo wants us to make sure that the bandit problem is dealt with and recorded and sent off. And if this is a wild animal attack, I don't know if my scale guards are the right ones to be investigating it.
Does this place not have protection against? I thought this was a civilized place.
It is. We're as close to civilization as you get outside of the major cities, so wild animal attacks aren't exactly normal here, and you can understand why I'm stressed right now.
I mean, especially like that deep into the town. It's like, I mean, the stables aren't like near the outside that much.
No, but
And you sure it's not related to the bandits?
I don't really know. If I'm honest, I would be surprised if it is, but at the same time,
More important things to deal with.
Madam Captain, if I may, I think our lovely tall fellow here, he knows something about berries. I think he might be able. He might know some other things about nature. He might be able to help.
I
also have a feeling he might want to track down whatever it was that killed his goat.
Or maybe we'll find the goat alive, and it'll have been protected by a sphinx or something. Who's to say what happened to the goat?
that's an odd
Sounds a
story.
very improbable
How much did you
possibility.
drink last night?
But anyway,
Story from where you're from.
I think he a well-known fable about a brave little goat.
I think I've heard that one. In my version, it was a ram, like a male sheep or ram.
Here now.
Just different areas.
Yeah, different names.
We're
Okay.
getting off track here, though.
Regardless.
I think he would be great at this.
Let me investigate. I'm a good tracker, a very good tracker.
Roll me a persuasion check.
And you have your hands full.
With advantage, she's exhausted.
I mean,
And Leslie's been giving you the help action.
Or is it Lesley? Because Lesley feels like they're doing the persuading here.
Yeah,
I
fair
just
enough.
thought-
Leslie can roll persuasion with advantage.
Oh, yeah.
It says with 6 charisma.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna check my
Good
charisma. I
point.
didn't expect to be rolling again. No! Okay, phew. I thought my tablet ran out of battery.
Leslie is the one that's doing
Plus
the
3 to charisma. I don't know whether you're proficient in persuasion there.
I think I might be, but...
Yes, you are. Actually, I
Yeah.
remember now. So plus 5 to this roll.
You know my character...
And he has your character sheet.
I mean,
I
it was
don't.
a very inconsequential one. That was a nat 20 though, so Leslie's gonna show a little bit of nip. He's gonna lean forward.
I really don't care.
Just persuades you.
You know what? I've lost 6 scale guard in the last 12 hours. I am incredibly stretched thin right now and do not have the resources to handle this. And since you're offering, and you clearly have the look of you as someone who would know what they're doing, yes, please.
Wait, sorry, you lost 6 as in like they've gone missing or dead?
The 2 who were guarding the auditorium were killed by the bandits prior to the attack. the two who were watching your inn for you. Elements of them, I believe, have been found in the stable. Along with two who are patrolling the outskirts of town. We are about a third of the town guard down now.
Seems like a crisis.
Can I see
You're
these
telling
bodies?
me?
Will I be able to see the bodies?
Yes, as of right now, we haven't moved anything out of the stable. We've been trying to piece it together there. I'll give you something to hand to the guards there to let them know that you're taking over. I can't promise there's going to be much pay for this, but I'll see what I can convince the Jugo to give you.
I just want my equipment back, man.
I guarantee you, whatever you find is yours to take. And she writes down a ripped and signs it before handing it over to you.
I think I'd also like a wagon, if that's possible, because I've got a lot of stuff that was on the goat.
I'm sure one can be procured if you deal with this problem for us.
Thank you.
She hands you the writ. If you need anything, no, I don't even know if we can help you, but you know where I am.
Yes, so we okay to keep our weapons nearby for now? I mean, there is some sort of animal around. I mean, I'm confident, but
I think that's entirely reasonable.
they don't have
yes.
fists.
Anyway, I have things to sort out, so if you don't mind. She shows you the door. You head out and begin heading towards the stables with your writ in hand. Cloud cover has kind of lingered over day, so it's not as bright, but the warmth is still there. But you have something to do, since you couldn't leave today anyway. And I think there is a good place for us to stop. And we will see what happens next time.